This morning, Google just released something that will fundamentally change how we interact with technology forever, and most people have no idea what just happened. I'm talking about Gemini 2.5 computer use, an AI that can literally control your computer, click buttons, fill out forms, and navigate websites just like a human. But here's what the tech blogs aren't telling you. This isn't just another AI tool. This is the beginning of the end of human-computer interaction as we know it. 4 days ago, Google DeepMind quietly released this model via their API, and early testers are reporting results that sound like science fiction. We're talking about AI agents that can complete complex multi-step tasks across different websites, handle purchases with human confirmation, and even recover from errors by analyzing what went wrong. Let me paint you a picture of what this actually means. Imagine telling an AI, go to this pet care website, find all the details for pets in California, add them to my spa CRM system, and schedule follow-up appointments. The AI doesn't just understand what you want, it actually does it. It navigates between websites, fills out forms, clicks buttons, and completes the entire workflow without any human intervention except for final confirmations. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't just about automation. Google's internal teams are already using this technology in production for UI testing, making software development significantly faster. Early access users report that the AI is often 50% faster than competing solutions, with one company seeing 18% performance improvements on their hardest evaluations. The technical breakthrough here is staggering. The AI operates in a loop. It takes a screenshot of your screen, analyzes what it sees, decides what action to take next, executes that action, then takes another screenshot and repeats the process. It's like having a digital employee that never gets tired, never makes mistakes, and can work 24/7. Google's payments platform team implemented this as a backup system for their fragile UI tests, and it now successfully fixes over 60% of test failures that used to take multiple days to resolve manually. Think about that. Problems that would shut down development teams for days are now being solved automatically in minutes. But this is just the beginning. The same technology is already powering Project Mariner, Firebase Testing Agent, and some of the agentic capabilities in Google's AI mode search. We're looking at a complete transformation of how software works. The performance benchmarks are mind-blowing. Gemini 2.5 computer use outperforms leading alternatives on multiple web and mobile control benchmarks while maintaining the lowest latency. We're talking about 70% accuracy with response times around 225 seconds. That's faster and more accurate than any competing system. And here's what should terrify every business owner watching this. If you're not preparing for this shift right now, you're already behind. Companies that adopt AI agents first won't just have an advantage, they'll have an insurmountable lead. But there's a darker side to this story that we need to talk about. Because while Google is celebrating this breakthrough, security experts are raising red flags about what happens when AI can control any computer interface. We'll explore the risks, the potential for misuse, and why some researchers are calling this the most dangerous AI development of 2025. Because the same technology that can automate your workflow can also be weaponized in ways we're only beginning to understand. The question isn't whether AI will take over our computers. It already has. The question is whether we'll control it or it will control us. While Google is marketing this as the future of productivity, researchers are warning about unprecedented security risks. We're talking about AI that can bypass CAPTCHAs, control medical devices, and potentially compromise entire systems, all while looking like legitimate user behavior. Let me start with something that should terrify every IT professional. This AI can operate behind logins. It can authenticate into secure systems, navigate private interfaces, and perform actions that would normally require human verification. The implications for corporate security are staggering. Google has implemented what they call per-step safety services, essentially an AI watching the AI to make sure it doesn't do anything harmful. But here's the problem. We're asking one AI system to monitor another AI system. It's like having a robot guard watching a robot prisoner. Early access users are already reporting concerning behaviors. The AI sometimes struggles to distinguish between test environments and production systems. In one case, It nearly executed a real financial transaction during what was supposed to be a demo. The only thing that stopped it was a human confirmation prompt. But the real danger isn't accidental harm, it's intentional misuse. Cybercriminals are already exploring how to weaponize computer-use AI for automated attacks. Imagine malware that can navigate security interfaces, social engineer through chat systems, and adapt its behavior based on what it sees on screen. The traditional security model is based on the assumption that humans are controlling computers. But what happens when AI can mimic human behavior perfectly? How do you distinguish between a legitimate user and an AI agent that's been programmed to cause harm? Google's safety documentation acknowledges these risks, but their solutions feel inadequate. They recommend that developers thoroughly test their systems before launch. But how do you test for threats you can't even imagine yet? Here's what's really concerning. This technology is being released during a time when AI systems are becoming increasingly unpredictable. We've seen AI models exhibit emergent behaviors that their creators never intended. Now we're giving these same unpredictable systems direct control over our digital infrastructure. The economic implications are equally troubling. A Harvard study shows that Americans would automate 30% of occupations at current AI capability levels. With computer use AI, that number could jump to 60% or higher. We're not just talking about job displacement, we're talking about the complete restructuring of the economy. But here's what the studies don't capture: the psychological impact of living in a world where AI can do anything a human can do on a computer. When AI agents can fill out job applications, write emails, and navigate complex workflows better than humans, what happens to human agency? Google's own teams are already seeing this shift. Their payments platform team reports that developers are becoming dependent on AI to fix problems they used to solve themselves. Skills are atrophying as AI takes over more cognitive tasks. The most disturbing part? This is just the beginning. Google has hinted that future versions will have even more capabilities, including desktop OS-level control. We're moving toward a world where AI doesn't just use our computers, it becomes our computers. Some researchers are calling this the computer use singularity, the point where AI becomes so good at controlling digital interfaces that human computer skills become obsolete. And unlike previous technological shifts, this one is happening in months, not years. So what can you do? First, understand that this technology is already here. It's not coming someday. It's available right now through Google's API. Second, start thinking about how this will impact your industry, your job, and your life. If you're a business owner, you need to start planning for a world where AI can handle most computer-based tasks. If you're an employee, you need to develop skills that complement AI rather than compete with it. But most importantly, we need to have serious conversations about the guardrails we want in place. Because once AI can control any computer interface, the line between human and machine agency disappears entirely. The future is coming whether we're ready or not. The question is, will we shape it, or will it shape us?